Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight I'll tell you a story about Juliet and her Romeo. The curtain rises on old Verona, on a marketplace covered over with huge umbrella awnings that shield the busy crowded stalls from the blazing summer sun. All of a sudden the umbrellas quake and tumble aside to reveal, like furious insects under a stone, a frantic squabbling of mad colors. Shouts and shrieks fill the air, of fright and rage and outrage. The Montagues and the Capulets, two ancient warring families, are at each other's throats once again. Stalls are wrecked, merchandise shattered, and screaming children snatched out of the way by the terrified mothers.
Down with the Capulets!
Down with the Capulets! Down with the Capulets! Benvolio, a sensible young Montague, seeks to put an end to the uproar.
Part fools, put up your swords.
He is accosted by Tybalt, a dangerous Capulet.
Turn thee, Benvolio, look upon thy death!
They fight, causing more destruction to all about them.
A plague on both your houses.
Old Capulet, venerable and dignified, accompanied by his wife, appears upon the scene. At once, the old man's heart is stirred into a fury.
Give me my long sword, ho!
A crutch, why call you for a sword?
Too late, the old man's heart has seen his chief enemy, old Montague, and his lady approach.
My sword, I say! Old Montague's come!
The villain Capulet.
He draws his sword, but Lady Montague drags him back.
Hold me not, let me go.
You shalt not stir 1 foot to seek a foe.
Prince Escalus enters the marketplace, enraged by scene of civil strife that greets him. The prince shouts, at first in vain,
Rebellious subjects, enemies to peace, will they not hear? What ho, you men, you beasts! On pain of torture, throw your mistempered weapons to the ground and hear the sentence of your moved prince. 3 civil brawls, bred of an airy word, by thee, old Capulet, and Montague, have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit for the peace. For this time, and all the rest, depart away.
At the prince's words, the crowd abandonedly despairs, leaving ruin and the creatures of it behind. Sternly, the prince addresses 2 old men.
You, Capulet, shall go along with me, and Montague, come you this afternoon to know our father pleasure in this case.
He turns and rides away. Old Capulet and his wife follow. Follow with them. The sullen Tybalt, angrily, Lady Capulet snatches his rapier away from him, as if depriving a naughty child of its toy. Old Montague, his wife, are left behind, crawling about to recover scattered possessions.
Oh, where is Romeo? Saw you him today?
Madam, underneath a grove of sycamore did I see your son. Many a morning hath he been seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning's dew, adding to clouds, more clouds, with his deep sighs. My noble uncle, do you know the cause? I neither know it, nor can learn it from him. See where he comes.
Enter Romeo, a sad figure, moving disconsolately along the colonnade. He poses by a column and starts, with his dagger, in size in the stone.
So please you, step aside. I'll know his grievance will be much denied.
Old Montague and his wife depart. Benvolio approaches Romeo.
Good morrow, cousin.
What's the day so young?
But new struck 9.
Amy, sad hours seem long.
What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
For answer, Romeo reveals what he has been hiding. The name Rosalind, with an avid heart. All the columns he has passed have been similarly wounded by his love and dagger.
In love?
Out of a favor where I am in love.
Benvolio seats himself upon a step and signs to Romeo to join him.
Be ruled by me, forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes, examine other beauties.
Farewell, thou cannot teach me.
Though the Capulets.
I'm a nerd.
He's studying a piece of paper. It's a list of guests invited to a feast at his master's house. Unfortunately, he cannot read. He approaches Romeo.
I pray, sir, can you read?
Mine own fortune in my misery.
Perhaps you've learned it without book.
Turn to go. Romeo retains him.
Stay, fellow, I can read. Signor Martino and his wife and daughters, Count Anselm and his beauteous sisters, the lady widow of Utruvio, Signor Placentio and his lovely nieces, Mercutio and his brother Valentine, mine uncle Capulet, his wife and daughters, my fair niece Rosalind, and Livia, Signor Valentino and his cousin Tybalt, Lucio and the lively Helena. A fair assembly, whither should they come?
My master is the great, rich Capulet, and if you be not of the house of the Montagues, I pray come and crutch a cup of wine. Rest you, Mary.
The servant despairs with the lifts.
At the same time, ancient feast of Capulet sups, the fair Rosalind go thither, and with untainted eye compare her face with some that I shall show, and will make thee think thee sworn a crown.
One fairer than my love, the all-seeing sun never saw her match.
You saw her fair, none else being mine.
The Babylon, the Macarthur of the